So the DNC was tonight, night two. Night two had speakers from different elected officials across the state and local positions. It includes congressional seats in the U.S. and even the Senate who are under 50 years old. Stacey Abrams spoke. Senator Chuck Schumer spoke of New York State, who is the Senate Minority Leader, to two former presidents, including Bill Clinton, Jimmy Carter, who is the oldest surviving president, living former president to this date, former Secretary of State John Kerry, former Secretary of State in the Bush administration, Colin Powell, who actually voted for Hillary Clinton back in 2016. We had, who else? Who else spoke? Is it Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Also, it was a roll call of the delegation and more. And Dr. Biden also spoke. And Joe Biden is the official Democrat nominee. The presidential nominee of the party. Has over 3,000 delegates versus Bernie's under like 1,200, I believe. So that's where we are in terms of the delegation. It was a great night. Dr. Biden's speech was very uplifting. She said some stuff. Talked about her family life, talked about being married to Joe Biden. Well, her whole love story, being a family, being an educator, which she still plans to do when, Joe Biden is elected. That's what she plans to do. And one of the quotes that stuck out to me from her, let me just look it up because I tweeted it on my Twitter. What she said. It was very uplifting. How you make a broken family whole? The same way you make a nation whole. And that is true because, the American model, when we follow our nation's model, when we come together, it's a whole. It's a whole entire family. And that's how the nation comes together, right? Right now, the last couple years, we've been feeling empty, alone, angry, bitter. I know I've been feeling angry, bitter. I went through a lot within these last 3 years just because I got my place. I was blessed to have a place and still have a place to stay during this pandemic. But it's been a lot of fighting and anger and everything. And sometimes I feel like I'm losing myself in the process of, of this world. I have friends who I want to connect with, but I feel like I lost connection with friends. This pandemic was really right? And that's what's going on. That's what it feels empty. I love everyone. And there's people that you don't like or dislike, but you still try not to have hatred for them. And I feel like this country has so much hate and so much division and it's just so much that's going on in our world. And so hearing these speakers, hearing Dr. Biden, who could be the future first lady, speak, hearing the past Democratic presidents speak, even hearing Colin Powell, which I don't mind Colin Powell speaking, because Colin Powell, like I said, he voted for Hillary Clinton because he couldn't see. He never supported Donald Trump since day one. He was one of the few Republicans that actually came out and spoke on it. Then it's Anna Navarro. It was a good convention. The roll call was good. It wasn't loud and everything, but it was great. Joe Biden accepted the nomination, watching, and his speech was, warm. Hey, Jen, how you doing? And so that's just how it is. So and this is a short reaction. It was great. Only thing I wish, people were dragging AOC. They were dragging her. She did what she had to do. However, I just feel like, come on, man. Bernie Sanders suspended his campaign. He's backing Joe Biden. You serve on one of the advisory boards. Girl. But either than that, it wasn't bad. So I'm just gonna just cut this short. Have a good night, and I see you then.